Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Greg Hackett. Welcome to GHB TV. This is the Devin Haney, Regis Prograis Fight Week breakdown. I'm liking what I'm seeing and hearing from both fighters, but there is a few concerns. I feel like Regis Prograis feels like he has to prove himself to Devin Haney. I don't like how that making me feel. I feel like Regis Prograis is the veteran in this fight because of his age, and he's been through some pretty good fights. But 140 is his weight class. Devin Haney is coming up, even though we feel like Devin Haney will fill out pretty good at 140 pounds. It is his weight class, with all due respect. But I feel like him having that feeling, and I may be inaccurate, but I feel like I'm accurate with saying he feels like he has to prove himself. That makes me feel like he's going to put himself in position to be touched and hit with a lot of shots. You know what I mean? Where he won't probably have to, but I feel like he's going to kind of push for a fight that he don't have to get in with Devin Haney. Devin Haney does have the better jab. I believe in my heart he is the better boxer. I think Regis is the better fighter when it comes to actually fighting, like getting in there and brawling it out. But Devin Haney's shown us that he doesn't have a problem taking it there. I feel like Devin Haney is the better athlete, and I do feel like Devin Haney will be victorious in this fight simply because he's groomed to win. He'll do whatever he has to do to win. And I feel like Regis Prograis will kind of get caught up into his game plan, which will cause him to, fall short on the cards. I don't think either one of them get knocked out. I don't think it's going to be that type of fight. I do think Regis Prograis is a little too slow when it comes to Devin Haney. I'm saying that because we've seen Devin Haney compete with some fast fighters, and he's been able to keep up. And going up to 140, being a guy with fast hands, fast feet, I think he'll give Regis Prograis a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? Especially because of the way he's been looking his last few fights. I don't know, Greg. I think Regis needs to turn that fight ugly and make it a fight. Yeah, I think but what I'm saying is, I think him making it a dog fight would be in his best interest, but he's saying on some of these interviews they don't think I can box. So what I'm saying is, I think he's going to go in there and try to go IQ for IQ and then try to make it a fight a little too late in the fight. What I mean by that is he'll be down probably like 6-7 rounds by the time he decides to pick it up, and it might be too late. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Haney likely wins the decision, and quite honestly, I bet he's going to look a lot more sturdy. I think so. Like Jojo Diaz was able to clip him a few times, and Jojo don't got power like that. I got Haney. What's good, G? Hope you had a good platter, bro. Keep up the content. Appreciate the love. Got you. Yeah, that's a very bad idea. Yeah, and I'm only saying that because he's saying that on these interviews, and I believe he's saying that also because he know at some point he gonna have to use his skill. He not gonna just go in there and just go nuts like as much as they say Devin Haney can't punch. Nobody likes to get hit. You know what I mean? Nobody. You can say a guy can't punch, but he's still getting punched in the face, punched in the body. Nobody likes getting punched. Even if a guy is not a big puncher, nobody likes getting punched. You feel me? I'm sure he learned a lot from the Lomo fight, and his confidence is at another level. That's also one of my points. Like, I feel like being in there with Lomachenko being as fast as he is, skilled as he is, and that still being a very close fight, being a great fight, I think, like you said, he's going to learn a lot from that exact fight, and now going in there with another southpaw that's slower, that's a little bigger, I think it's actually going to be a little easier for him. AG, why do you think the Brawlers have been trying to outbox boxers lately? Word to Edmund Del Santo. I think so. I think we've been seeing guys trying to use their boxing ability simply because it's a method of deception. Like, you think I can only do one thing. I'm gonna show you something else. You know what I mean? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's just like come with the playbook. You know what I mean? It's like if we've been playing football and I've been playing the shotgun the whole time, and you think we can't run. You think my team can't run. Like, all right, we're going to run on y'all. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. Because y'all been getting ready for the shotgun. We done won 7 weeks in a row off of that shit. Now we going to run the ball. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. Just trying to throw the other guy off. But I really think this is going to be a great fight, especially with this being one of the biggest fights at the end of the year. And, it's been a list of fights where they have to follow and, you know what I mean, keep up the momentum, especially with Benavidez and Boo Boo being like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I think they definitely got to keep the momentum going. So I think it's a lot of pressure when it comes to that. And I think it's going to be a great fight, but I don't think Regis has enough at this point to beat Devin Haney. How you see Montana and Perro, G? I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that guy he fighting. I don't know too much about him. Montana Love, we know, has been going through some shit, like mentally. That shit he did was his last fight was like some mental shit. Try to throw the guy over the ropes and shit. That was like some crazy shit. When Montana Love is on his skills, though, he a bad motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I think Regis is gonna want to prove that he can box and try to show that he got skill. That's gonna be bad for him. I personally think Dev winning 9-3. Yeah, that's kind of how I have it. Regis is going to be too reckless for Haney. Haney is real disciplined and will sit behind his jab the whole fight. I think one clean shot from Regis can change the landscape of this fight. I mean, a clean shot from anybody could, you know what I mean, could turn a fight. This Devin fight got a Broner versus Mandana type feel to it. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, though. That's not a bad observation. Man said Devin Hall of Famer for beating Regis. Who said that? So, GHB, I was just watching Regis versus Orilla fight. Next is Haney versus Loma Love, the pre-fight festivities. Who you got hacked? I mean, like I said, I think Devin Haney going to pull it out, man. I ain't going to lie. My man Philly Zoe going out on the limb, he's saying Dev by TKO in the 9th. That's very interesting. Zoe, why you feel that way? You can still see the green in Regis, even at his age. He still has a lot to learn. Haney more polished. I feel like that as well. I definitely feel like that as well. I feel like it's going to be an entertaining fight, but it's just like Devin Haney is getting better because he's younger and has the pedigree, the amateur pedigree. He had a lot of amateur fights. He's been around some great coaches. He's learned a lot. And that's another thing. I feel like Devin Haney education is a little better than Regis Prograis. He's been around some great fighters and some great trainers. Yeah, I mean, got some jewels dropped on him. He always learning. We know this fight, he worked with Freddie Roach a little bit. Freddie Roach, the reason that holds a little weight is because Freddie Roach worked with one of the best southpaws probably all time in Manny Pacquiao. So he understands the southpaw angle. You know what I mean? The awkwardness of a guy like Manny Pacquiao. And he could probably teach a lot to a guy like Devin Haney. And Devin Haney, one thing about Devin Haney, he takes instructions very well. He takes instructions very well. So I think it's going to help him in a fight like this. Am I wrong to say Ryan still look like shit outside his power? He lacks a skill set to fight any top guy, which was proven against Tank. I think with Ryan, man, I think Ryan got like a nervous tick about him where, you know what I mean, when the heat get put on, he kind of he get a little wild. He stick to that wild right hand, that overhand right, that hook. But that hook is crazy. He hurt a lot of motherfuckers with that hook. He's very fast, cat-like speed, you know what I mean? But I agree though, Ryan definitely need a lot of work. I think Regis will have a hard time finding Dev, and he'll be getting touched the whole time. I can see Regis having moments, but Dev accuracy round by round will take over. Very interesting. Vet, I appreciate the love, bro. I think it would be like Bam versus how you say that? Rang. I had Regis, Boo Boo, and Edwin. Hope Regis come through. I'm from New Orleans and I want Regis to win, but I'm not confident. I feel like I'll be feeling how I do on Sundays with the Saints. I like both, but I just think Devin wins. Devin is so disciplined. Very true. Very true. Yeah, Ryan needs to retool. His skills are too raw for how far he is in the spotlight. Yeah, but sometimes they come with the game. I mean, what about a guy like Ricardo Mayorga? I mean, his skills was like shitty, but he'll hurt you. And I'm not saying Ryan fights like Mayorga, but I'm just saying he got some strengths to him too, with the speed and power. Even though he's kind of sloppy, Ryan will never be better. That is his natural instinct. We are seeing. I believe so. Sir Ken, I appreciate the love. Smash the like button. I appreciate y'all, man. I know it's kind of late, but I had to tap in. You know what I mean? Gee, are you laying off the platters? Yeah, I'm doing like half of platters now. I'm cutting my platters in half. Like this morning, I had a little bit of fish, 2 pieces of fish with a little bit of home fries, just a little bit, a little handful, not nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Came home, ate some fruit and shit. This fight shouldn't be pay-per-view. I think ESPN fights are going to be better. I don't know. I think it's pay-per-view worthy though. Regis is a puncher. You know what I mean? Regis is a puncher. Dev is a boxer. I think it's just an interesting situation. That's why I think it's more so. And it's for the WBC title. Dev going up to 140. You know what I mean? You got to understand, Dev got a lot of hype around him and always has. So, you know what I mean? They're going to do shit like that. Why did Dev give up his belts? They didn't make him. I mean, I guess he figured he done with 135. I got to fight at cruiserweight, so it ain't going to be that tough to make the weight. Devin Haney defense will hold up for 12 rounds against Regis, where he said he getting a ref that probably will not allow not that much holding. I mean, we're going to see. I heard one boxing analyst say style doesn't make fights. It's about which fighter can impose his style against the opponent. What's your thoughts? I actually think that's saying styles make fights. Because if your style can overwhelm the other guy, I mean, so I think he kind of said the same thing that he wasn't trying to say. That's what it sounded to me. Appreciate the donation too, y'all. I mean, I appreciate the love, man. We got 103 people in here, 31 likes. This shit jumping for it to be late night. I'm fucking with it. If you ain't fucking with it, take your little nasty ass to bed and get ready for work tomorrow. Because guess what? We on here talking boxing. And you ain't got to like it, but you going to learn to love it. I swear. It's either that or I'm going to be picking up your grandma on Sundays. And guess where we going? Not to church. Do you think it's too soon for Devin to move up so quickly? And who would he challenge in 147? That's a if leap. I mean, I don't know. His body's at 47 though. I'll tell you that. But I don't think he going to 47 that fast. It's a lot of action at 40. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot of action at 40. It's a lot of money at 40. I don't think he gonna do that. I think that's just something to keep everybody's eyes and ears open. You feel me? Derek James took on too much with Ryan. He has years of bad habits and still resorts back to his bad ways. I couldn't stop laughing when James told him, stop trying to show the rule. He ain't Floyd. I hear what you're saying, but try to tell that to Derek James' bank account. Father Time is undefeated, and I see Father Time starting to knock on Regis' door. I definitely peeped that with the feet. Stay away from boots, for sure. I meant that's a big leap. In your opinion, do Philly got the best boxers ever? Philly has. So listen, this what you gotta always remember, right? Philly has the most fighters ever to come out of a city. Philadelphia is a city that gets compared to the whole state of California, the whole state of Texas, the whole state of New York, the whole state of Florida, the whole state of Ohio, shit like that. So do I think the best fighters come out of Philly? Yeah. Have Philly fighters always been taken care of and, you know, their careers been handled with care? No, I don't think that. You know what I mean? But bad motherfuckers come out of Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Bad motherfuckers come out of Philly. Boxing level and IQ makes fights a superior amateur background going to always be the winner. All the greats are Olympic gold. Ain't nothing more important than the decorated background. I beg to differ. Bernard Hopkins never got even close to. Bernard Hopkins never even got close to an Olympic medal, and he one of the baddest motherfuckers all time. All the time, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not even a Bernard Hopkins fan when it comes to him as a person. But as a fighter, one of the baddest motherfuckers all time. Jolton Jeff Chandler from South Philly, he was the bantamweight champion of the world. 33 wins, I think it was 32 wins, 18 knockouts and 2 losses. Jeff Chandler only had 3 amateur fights. You know what I mean? And you gotta be, and listen, we gotta be real about boxing. Like, boxing is about matchmaking and timing. And a lot of the Olympic guys, they get looked at as the best guys because they already coming out one of the best guys, coming out of the amateur. So their careers are like you know, a lot of them handpicked fights, and you know what I mean, made sure they had the right fights to build them up and develop, and you know what I mean, and then here we go. But honestly, if you was just matching these guys up and they were just rumbling, it wouldn't really look like that. If a lot of these guys was being put in some of the toughest, you know what I mean, situations early, it wouldn't seem that way. Yeah. How many days do you stop sparring before a fight? Before a fight? Me, I like to do a week before. So if we fighting on Saturday, we not fighting past. I mean, we're not sparring past the Saturday before. Exactly. Bernard Hopkins got beat with one hand by gold medalist Roy Jones. That shows Olympic pedigree. Why everybody likes Shakur Silver. Yeah, he did get beat by Roy, but again, the careers, look how they turned out. Bernard fought until he was 50-something years old on a high level. Let's be honest. Bernard fought until he was 50-something years old on a high level. Roy started getting clipped, and I like Roy. Benavidez only had 10 amateur fights. That's what I'm saying. Subriel Matias, I feel like, is like a throwback fighter. He's one of them guys that you have to kill, and if you're not willing to kill, I mean, you really don't even belong in there with him. If you ain't willing to try to kill him, you really don't belong in there with Subriel Matias, because he's going to try to kill you. Asking from a trainer perspective, do you think Rolly Romero have skills? I think Rolly, all right, so look, this is what I think about boxing. This is what I think about combat sports fight. Every fighter has a skill set. Now, the IQ may not be that high, but every fighter has a skill set. What Rolly has, a lot of people don't know how to deal with it, to be honest. If you don't understand boxing, a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. So Rolly is successful as he is because he has a very awkward style and he can punch. He's very strong. You know what I'm saying? And his last fight, it looked like to me he was trying to box. He was trying to work on his skills, and it wasn't happening for him. And the reason that he was doing that was because him fighting his normal style got him knocked out fucking with Tank Davis. But that's because he was in there with Tank Davis. You know what I mean? But him switching his style for that last fight against the old head, I ain't like it. You ever have Cassidy in the gym? No, I ain't never seen Cassidy in the gym. Rolly got elite conditioning and balance. Olympic trial started today. Yeah, we got a couple guys out there. Man, I didn't know Matias got shot with a K. Yeah, I heard something about that. I ain't too sure. You know what I mean? But boxing, man, boxing, I feel like in boxing, a lot of guys got skills, you know what I mean? But the IQs are different. You know what I mean? The temperaments are different. So you may see some certain guys fall apart quickly. Like I seen a lot of guys with skills, but they didn't have the work ethic, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And when the tempo pick up, you know what I mean, they fall apart. If the best fought the best every fight, boxers' careers would be very short, though. That's what I'm saying. If you saw Olympians fighting Olympians, you know, within their first 15 fights, a lot of these guys you wouldn't even be talking about. You know what I mean? A lot of guys you wouldn't even be hearing of. IQ beats all sometimes, though. Because then what about when you got a guy like Mandana? Mandana is a vicious motherfucker. And yeah, IQ beat him with when it came to like Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd Mayweather is more than IQ. He has great athleticism. You know what I mean? 140 division got one killer. Gary Russell really would be stopped. Nobody wants to fight him. Let's be real. Devin Haney don't want to tank. Don't want to. They know better. I mean, we'll see. Rolly belong in the special boxing Olympics. Oh man, he doing my man Rolly dirty. He cooking Rolly tonight. Do any of your boxers have fights coming up where? Yeah, I got I'm actually Jesse Hart fighting. I got two guys fighting. One of my guys fighting on the B side and the other guy on the east side. Jesse Hart fighting on the east side Friday night, Bethlehem, PA. And I have another guy fighting at 147 pounds. He'll be fighting on that card. And then after that, I may have a guy fighting January 12th. And then I will be fighting January 20th. And then I got 3 guys fighting January 27th. Well, maybe 3. 2 for sure. Rolly is a dud for sure. I wouldn't call Rolly a dud. I just think, you know what I mean? I don't know, depending on what night you catch him on. Why they don't respect Haney. He had straps and they wouldn't fight him. I mean, a lot of people just don't, they don't like Haney because he did the shit his way. His father made sure that, you know what I mean, the cards was on their side. And I ain't mad at that because we talking about a guy's kid. You know what I mean? We talking about you got it. Like any of us on here right now, if you had your kid fighting, wouldn't you want to guide your son's career, son or daughter's career and for the best? You know what I mean? Who the best fighter I'm working with right now? I think all my fighters are the best. I don't know. If Dev beat Regis, who you think would be the best opponent next at 140? Dev beat Regis' next opponent. I think the next opponent would be Rolly for him. The best Rolly, simply because it's the story. They got a little history, the storyline behind it, and Rolly got a belt. Can you bring one of your fighters on the live one day? Yeah, I got you. Championship means something. You don't like the Biz beat him, right? I don't like the Biz beat him. What you mean? Andre Roberson, what you mean? Robertson. What you think about Matias and Ryan? I think Matias would kill Ryan right now. I ain't gonna lie, Rolly got no skill, but he dangerous. I want my kid to be the best. That's all I'm saying. Do you think the only way Ryan becomes champion is to fight Rolly? Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, that's like the best fight for him. Dang, bro, you on your way. First million, much respect to you. No problem. I appreciate that, bro. Ryan versus Shakur, a good fight. I think it is. Devin calling out Thurman. That's a smart move. Matias will hurt Ryan bad. I think Dev should fight T.O. next year. That'd be a great fight. I think Mason beat Kid Austin. I agree. I need to see Dev versus T.O. bad. T.O. nice for real. That's a great fight. That really is a great fight. Haney pops if they think OT. What? Fight him. Easy fight him. A lot of names taken, but not fighting. Yeah, that's the part of boxing I hate. A lot of motherfuckers is talking crazy about each other, but we not seeing action. And we need to see more action, especially with the top guys. I put Shakur Stevenson fight on my on to put my kids to sleep at night. Uh-huh. It's funny how they say Haney got pillow hands, but he got just no power to keep people off him. Ain't nobody walk ball down yet. Real rap. Hey, Twiz, I feel the same way, bro. And like I said earlier, you could say a guy don't punch hard, but nobody like getting punched. Nobody like getting punched in the face, bro. That shit it's not fun getting socked. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Lions only? I think there's only one lion left. Matias reminds me of Tito, bro. Yeah, for sure. I think he got better defense than Tito. Nobody has walked him down. What? Yeah, nobody has walked him down. I ain't seen nobody walk Devin Haney down and totally just break him up. No, I can see Matias walking Haney down. That's an ugly style matchup for him. I think Matias is ugly for anybody, bro. He gonna make it a rough night, bro. We got to get back to old boxing. Let's be real. These guys beat up a couple of journeymen. Yahtzee, these guys like Sugar Ray Robinson because he knocked the journeyman, the boxing guys turning into graves. Real shit. Loma walked Devin down, and that's a 30-pounder. Nah, he ain't walking down. He had his moments, but he ain't walking. When we say walking down, we talking about what Subriel Matias is doing to these guys. I wouldn't say Loma walked him down. I wouldn't say that. Because if Loma walked him down, Loma would have won the fight. The fight was too close. It was a shootout. It was back and forth. We ain't going to do that. I mean, at least not on my behalf. If somebody can show me where Loma was walking him down the entire fight or just walking, having his way, I'll take your grandma out to dinner. Why you hit that bull with that left-right street fighting, though? I was cracking the fuck up. I mean, he was just playing too much, and I needed to hurry up and get that thing over with. My knuckles was hurting. Bill and Devin Haney literally lie and contradict themselves every time, which is why some people don't like them. I understand that, but boxing is becoming a soap opera in itself, so it's like, shit is just weird. Devin should be fighting at 47-54. No, I don't think so. Not yet. Hell no. 1 round is not walking someone down. Rolly and Ryan suffers from the same thing. Their natural ability and instinct just aren't meant for boxing. Yeah, I kind of feel like Ryan should be like a surfer or some shit. Only guy Devin fought worth talking about is Lomo. Ain't like he fought multiple killers. Whoa. I wouldn't do that, fella. I wouldn't do that. So you mean to tell me my man Jorge Linares ain't worth talking about? Crazy? You think Baby Miller pulled the upset? I think he can. Yeah, I'm fighting January 20th. Yeah, he remind me of a surfer, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He giving me like surfer vibes. Ryan really have to fight Tomato Can from here on out to stick around. Linares passed his prime B. He fought Devin. No, listen. Do I feel like Linares is past his prime? Yes. And so is Lomo. Lomo's past his prime as well. But Linares, because of his skill set, is a very dangerous fighter. Very dangerous fighter. Not just anybody is going to get in there and play with him. Greg, you going to hell for that. No more grandmas. My bad. Gee, you got to bring somebody to go live on this page for your fight. Oh, yeah, I could do that. I definitely can do that. Linares washed up. The young sharks. No joke. Man, you can say he washed up, but he dangerous, bro. They've got the best resume out of him, Tank, Ryan, Shakur, and yet he still get hated. Yeah, I don't know. Linares is a puncher for sure. So he fought one dangerous fighter, just Linares. No, I ain't say it was just Linares. Somebody said it was just Lomachenko. I seen that too. Greg got a nasty right hand. I appreciate that, y'all. How is Lomo past his prime? His last fight, he looked great. No. You can continue to look great, but But Lomo's prime was at like 130 pounds, bro. 130 when he was just mopping shit up. You can still, like, all right, like Michael Jordan when he was at the Wizards could still drop 20, bro. But he's past his prime, but he still could give you 20, 25 points. You dig what I'm trying to say? LeBron is past his prime, but he still could give you 30 points. You get what I'm saying? But this is not LeBron's prime. You know what I'm saying? Devin resume is handcrafted. Definitely carry. I mean, I feel like most of these fighters. I feel like most of these fighters they records are handcrafted. Their careers are handcrafted. Tank got a solid resume too. I mean, listen, man, I like all the guys' resumes. I just want to see these guys fight each other. Greg, you have to remember boxing has a lot of casual fans. Yeah, sometimes you know what I mean, I just be on here, you know what I mean, getting busy. I don't even be really thinking about who I'm talking to. Because, of course, a lot of people I haven't seen in person have to actually get their opinions of the shit. I get on here and just be going. So sometimes, yeah, I do forget. But, I mean, any fighter can hurt you, first of all. Would you say Bud is... Yeah, honestly, I would say Bud is past his prime. Because Bud didn't get his just due till he was 35 years old. But he was whooping on shit. Everybody, what was fucked up about Bud's career was he was getting overshadowed by the whole PBC staff by saying, you know, he ain't fighting nobody. But these dudes was tough fucking dudes. He got a lot of fights on his record that was tough as shit, and nobody thought he would win, and he beat these guys. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy because boxing, the way they promoted the shit and the way they built these guys up made us believe some of this shit. You know what I mean? But really, it don't have nothing to do with where you fighting at, what network and all that. If you a bad motherfucker, you a bad motherfucker. No, he didn't look past his prime because he's still a great fighter. Aaron, I mean, we could say Aaron screwed his career. We could say that, but the man got the job done every time out. Haney gonna smoke Regis. No seeds, no sticks, no stems. Tank beat Barrios. That was a great fight. What's good? Beans was popping. Tank fought the more dangerous opponents. I don't know. When Boots did that slow motion left straight dip uppercut, rolled into boy's last fight, was you surprised? I was surprised when he pulled it off in a fight, but I've seen him do shit like that in the gym. You know what I mean? I seen him definitely do shit like that in the gym. Amp J, One Law, appreciate the donation, bro. Appreciate the love. All donations go to platters, gas money, shit like that. Let me see. Devin Haney said Tank would have fight him at 140, but will come down to 35 for the right fight. Then drops his belts at 135 a week later and says he'll move up to 47 because Tank don't want to fight. I don't know. You think Devin will be better at higher weight classes? Think his power will increase? I think his strength will increase. I don't think his power will increase. I think his strength and endurance will increase, though, because he'll begin to feel better. Barrios for Tank is more dangerous than anything besides fighting Taylor. That's not too hard on Villa. If Subrio and Shakur fought, Who you got winning? That would be fucking interesting, man. I never thought about that fight. That would be crazy. Honestly, I don't know. That would be fucking crazy. Subriel Matias and Shakur Stevenson would be a crazy fight. Of course, Tank has less fights at 135. He didn't go to 35 until game ball fight. Tank came from 26 up to 40 and still a killer. Tank really was like a 30-pounder, though, because he had trouble. I remember me and Tank fought on the same card, probably like his second or third fight, and the dude came in at like 124. Tank came in like 29, 30, I remember, and this was early in his career. Amanda versus Alicia? Wow. That's a great fight. Dog, did you just say platters and gas money? That's exactly what I said. You did not hear me wrong. Did Shakur Stevens' stock go down? I think just a little. I think it did go down a little, only because, bro, he was talking about, beating the shit out of this guy, and it was like he ain't give us nothing. And I mean, I heard that it was the shoulder, then I heard it was the hand. I'm like, but 9, 10, 11, 12, he was throwing that motherfucker, so I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I like Shakur, I like what he do, but I just, it was tough, bro. It was tough watching that. Floyd Schofield, Frank Martin, who you got? I feel they hyping Floyd too much. I mean, listen, Floyd Schofield, I feel like could be a great fight. Not a great fight. Well, yeah, a great fight. I think he could be a great fighter with time, but I do think they hyping him up a little too much. And I think if he fought Frank Martin right now, Frank Martin would definitely, get over. Kid Austin in that last fight, I mean, it was hard he ain't really had nothing in front of him. He dropped the guy 4 times, and like, come on, bro. Tank is the A-sides, 135 pounders. Kid hype for sure. I want to see Keyshawn Davis versus Omari Johnson. That's a good fight. Put him in there with Abdullah Mason. I think Abdullah Mason to get him. I ain't gonna lie. I think he too poised, man, too sharp. But it would be good to see because Kid Austin is in great shape. He come in great shape, and he really punching at you. He really trying to hurt you. But we need to see him in there with somebody better. Somebody that's actually going to rumble. But they going to keep Kid Austin away from the fire because they know he's not ready. See, the thing about Golden Boy promoters, they was fighters themselves. So they know, they know what they be looking at. They know they like, nah. That's why Jaime Munguia, they moved him really carefully. Tank looked bad not having the belt. I don't think Tank is really interested in the belts. I love Shakur, but at the end of the day, Bob Arum has a history. Absolutely true. Say Regis beat Devin, who should he fight? I mean, if Regis beat Dev, I mean, Regis could get the Rollies fight, he got to give us T.O., he got to give us, what's my man name? Subriel Matias. Got to give us somebody. He even said he don't like long fights. Too impatient. Step up right now. Mason versus Keyshawn 2024. Ooh, that'll be a great one. Yo, remember when they considered Munguia for Triple G? Yeah, I wonder why that didn't happen. Is Kevin Johnson can be considered in the mix at 140? He giving them guys work and sparring. Yeah, but sparring and fighting is 2 different things. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sparring and fighting is 2 different things. It's hard to judge a guy off sparring sessions. I ain't gonna lie. Sir Ken says, smash the like button. I appreciate y'all, man. We got 178 people here, 76 likes, and we got donations popping. I appreciate the love. I really do. I really do. Rolly and Devin, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll watch that fight. For sure, I'll watch that fight. Hold on, I got the heated blanket. I got to crank him a little bit. Let me crank him a little bit. crank on that. My feet a little cold. This I don't want the belt shit is corny. It's fucking lame excuse not to fight the best. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I think the whole thing about the belts is like these dudes is getting this, they taking this 2% for you to hold this shit and all that. Like, I don't know. Shit crazy. Twiz, West Philly, I appreciate the love. In Philly, we call that a half a man. You gotta go live more, dog. You can take the fuck off with this joint. People respect your boxing wisdom. You got a nice little fan base that really be tuning in. Get to this chicken, dog. I appreciate you with the chicken. My man Twiz sent me enough for platters for the fucking week. Stop playing with me. Shout out to Twiz, West Philly, man. Y'all gotta stop playing with my guy, man. He sent platters for the week, man. That's a week worth of lunch platters, you hear me? A half a man in Philly. Stop playing. Or Hitchens versus Rolly. Get Africa in the mix. I think Africa is definitely gonna step up in the next probably 2 fights. I think he'll be in the mix for sure. Seen dudes get dropped in sparring, even a few guys say no mas after sparring sessions. Platters for the week is crazy. You already know, bro. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate the love. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Isaac Cruz will beat Keyshawn right now. Isaac Cruz and Keyshawn would be a great fight. That's a great fight. That's a great matchup. I'd love to see that. Dula Mason would get Schofield out of here. I think so too. I ain't gonna lie. Twiz swiping heavily. My man Twiz just raised the bar. Stop fucking playing. Platters for the week. Appreciate y'all. Devin ran the 140 fighting the Irish fighter like Regis and talking about fighting Keith Thurman at 47. Clearly not trying to fight the best, but cherry pick opponents. I mean, is it really cherry picking though if you fighting? All right, Keith Thurman only lost to Pacquiao. Let's be real. Regis took an L to Josh Taylor. Let's be real. But he is currently right now the WBC title holder. You know what I mean? So it's like, is he really cherry picking? Or is he just playing the game smart? I mean, let's be real. Yeah, but Keith Thurman not fighting in whenever the last time he fought don't have shit to do with Devin Haney. Then Keith Thurman took a fight with a 140-pounder. Barrios is at 47 now, but I mean, let's be honest here. If we're gonna be real, let's be real. You know what I mean? We're gonna be real, let's be real. Hey, listen, man, let's take 10 seconds out for everybody that's showing love to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all, man. The donations are very much appreciated. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that be hitting my Cash App, too. You know what I mean? Sending the straight platter money through, straight to the direct line. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. We're going to take 10 seconds out. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, man. Talk about the downfall of Felix Verdejo. Man, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad for my youngin', man. But at the same time, what he did or what he was convicted of, that shit was like rotten, bro. Andre Robinson, I appreciate the love. Yo, like Felix Verdejo, bro, I met him in Philly. He came to Philly like in 2017, maybe 18, something like that. He was training at the gym. Young boy was cool, man. He showed love. He spoke to everybody. I watched him train a couple times. I watched him fight. Great kid. But the way he went out, man, That shit was crazy. The way he went out was crazy. I don't even know how to, you know what I mean? Great fighter, took some L's, yeah, but came back. He was trying his best. I mean, I don't know. That was wild. I don't really get it. He said, I'm going to swipe your jaw. My Cash App is GregieCash, GREGIE Cash, CASH. I appreciate the love. This motherfucker said he gonna send me some paper. They gonna hack my account for the paper he sent me. Damn, that's some Philly shit if I ain't never heard of it. Greg missing weight. Y'all keep donating towards the platters. No, I'm gonna make the weight. I ain't worried about nothing. Boots making his mark at 54.60 mainly, and mainly 60. Yeah, I said this like probably like 2 years ago. I was like, yo, his Boots' best fights is gonna be at 54.60. Yeah, I was about to tell G to dissect the downfall of Dage Loaf after he read Buddy shit. Dave, what happened to Dage Loaf? I'm cracking up. Told you Twiz swiping heavy. Yo, what happened to Dage Loaf though? What's up, Greg? Where you fighting at, my guy? I'm gonna be fighting in Newark, Delaware, January 20th. I'm bringing the guns out too, the gun show. It's gonna get real nasty in there. I'm gonna have a good time, and we might have an after party. Depending on how good I feel, might have an after party. We're gonna sip on some coffee. She's still around, but not nearly as prolific. I don't think. I mean, Dage Loaf. I mean, let's sidebar a little bit and let's talk about the entertainment business. It's a lot of creepy shit going on in the entertainment business. We got to be real. She probably was, you know what I mean, caught on the end of some of that shit, man. It was like, this shit crazy. Rumble for the bundle, you already know. Boo should start talking crazy to Devin, but not stepping in my division. Bet not step in my division. I don't know if the time comes. Please show Ryan how to do the Philly shell. Yeah, I don't know, bro. That was like the Wisconsin shell. Devin don't want Boots. I mean, the old head, Bill Haney said, I mean, if the time come, they'll fight Boots. Amazon Prime is on almost everyone's TV. Devin will never fight a Boots. Boots will do Devin dirty. That'll be crazy. I think it'll be a good fight though. I ain't gonna lie. At least for like 5-6 rounds. I think Boots just too strong. Too strong for Dev right now. Yeah, for sure. I think Boots will move up to 54 after 2024. I think 2025 he'll move to 54. How y'all know Dev don't want Boots? Y'all want Dev to be scared. Dev ain't turned down nobody. Boots hit too hard. 5 to 6 seconds. You tripping, G. Damn. You think he'd get Dev out of there that fast? I don't know, man. 5 to 6 seconds, goddamn. That's not even a fight. I respect the game. I respect the game too much to say that, bro. I ain't gonna say he gonna get him about 5 to 6 seconds. I think that'd be a good little shootout for like. I think it'd be a good little shootout for like 5 to 6 rounds, and then then I think the strength would take over. Nah, like 6 rounds. He stopped that. Yeah, it's disrespectful. Tell these fools to put some respect on Dev. Yeah, you gotta respect Dev. It's not like Dev is just some duck ball. Gee, what you want? I'd be surprised if Dev last 3 rounds. Damn. Bro, I told Ness on the boxing voice, we all know what Boots would do to Devin. And he was like, nah. bro. I don't know. We got to see what Devin do. Like, bro, be serious. I think Boots would beat Dev. I think Boots would definitely beat Dev, but I don't think he'll knock him out in the first round. I mean, I'm not saying he can't. It could happen. You never know. But I think Dev got like a good 6 with him before it start getting ugly. We'll know if Devin got stronger when watching Regis fight. True. I mean, that's the fight we looking for, baby. That's the fight. I mean, listen, my man said Devin was getting pressed by Lomachenko. But you gotta understand, bro, like when you fighting at them lower weights and your legs ain't all the way up under you because you done strained your body. Like if you understand what it's like to lose the amounts of weight these dudes be losing 30 pounds and shit like that. And you know what I mean, fighting like that and then going up in weight, how good you feel, how healthy you feel. I mean, then you'll understand why I'm arguing for him a little bit. I think Devin chin issues were strictly due to being crazy dehydrated. I mean, even still, he made it through. Man, Bill don't want Boots. That's a homie. Damn. These people acting like the Karen dude didn't go 12 rounds with Boots. Yeah, but Karen was definitely on his bit night. It was a good joint, though. Karen had one thing in his mind: survive. I'm not letting this bull knock me out. You know what I mean? And when a guy come in with that mind state, it is going to be tough to knock him out. It's going to be tough to knock a guy out that's like, he's like, got one mindset and one mindset only, and that's just to survive. Matias and Devin, be a good fight. But, yo, it's so crazy. Matias is stopping dudes on the stool, right? It's going to be tough to get motherfuckers to get in there with Matias. I ain't going to lie. It's gonna be tough to get motherfuckers to fight Matias, man, because he crushing people. He's crushing people. I ain't gonna lie. And you gotta be, when you in there with a guy like Matias, you gotta be perfect all night, man. You gotta be perfect all night. And it's tough to do that. It's tough to be perfect all night. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate the love, man. I really do, man. Y'all on here fucking with me tonight. Y'all fucking with me heavy, man. I appreciate the likes. Go ahead and share this shit. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, man. We building a platform. We working on the podcast, and I'm saying I'm really one of them type of people. I don't like to do certain shit unless it's right. So I ain't want to just jump right into the podcast part of it until I had everything I needed. You know what I mean? We working on that right now. Trust me, we gonna get it popping. Gee, Antoine want that Matias smoke after a tune-up. I think Antoine will get that fight. I think it's gonna happen soon. I think in 24 the fight is definitely gonna happen. Yeah, he definitely got hit with some shit and walked through it. Lomo was doing the same thing, making people quit. Yeah, but Lomo had people quitting, you know what I mean? Like not just with the skill and power, it was like frustration too. He was frustrating dudes because they couldn't hit him. You know what I mean? Lomo defense was amazing at one point. But again, we in there with lower tier guys. Did you get monetized on this joint yet? Yeah, I got monetized like earlier in the year. Like around like March maybe. I wanted to see Gary Russell and Devin so bad, but Antonio Russell at 140, Dev don't talk about him though. Oh, you talking about Antoine. Zorilla moved a lot. Haney really isn't a mover like that. Greg, we fucks with you, my boy. Appreciate the love, man. I really do. Matias lost in 2020. Yeah, but he been on a fucking monster path ever since. Yeah, Lomo punch harder than Shakur and Devin, to be honest. Russell will get baptized by Matias. Damn, baptized. How does cutting weight work for those that fight at 40? I mean, depending on what they got to lose. A lot of them 40-pounders, see, that's the thing. A lot of 40-pounders, they be walking around like 60, 65, 70. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be big, bro. And be dropping that shit. Like you gotta look at if you look at what's my guy name? Richardson Hitchens. This motherfucker like 5'11". I mean, so I know for a fact his body when he walking around get up to like 65, 70. Top 3 at 40. I mean, I gotta say Regis Matias, and probably Tio to me. They all weight bullies. Yeah, that's the name of the game now. Like, these dudes be tearing down lows they could get. You know what I mean? They be, I think they be taking all types of shit, you know what I mean? Straining their bodies. That's just the name of the game now. Got a lot of people doing that shit. You know what I mean? Earl and them fighting at 47 was getting up to 180. Shit like that, getting big like that. But it's not so much that they weight bullies too. These motherfuckers is only fighting 1 or 2 years. You know what I mean? I mean, once or twice a year. Ryan versus Rolly, who you got? I got Ryan. I ain't gonna lie. I like Ryan with the 8 ounces on. Even though in the spar, Rolly was getting over, but I think in the 8 ounces, I think Ryan and Giddy. GHB TV is the best boxing media outlet around. This dude is the truth. I appreciate the love. I really do. You got Regis over Dev? No, I got Dev over Regis. I think Dev's going to win by decision. Like 9 rounds to 3, 8-4. Something like that. If you think Dev can hang in there. See, you got to understand. We watching Dev. We know Dev for fighting at 135, right? We know Boots is fighting at 47. But if Dev went up to 47, he would fill out just like Boots did. So what I'm saying is Dev will feel stronger. Boots will feel how he feel. I'm not saying Boots won't feel strong, but I'm just saying Boots been at 147. So Boots looking to fill out at 54-60. You know what I mean? So if Dev went up to 47, I don't think Dev would beat Boots. I don't think he could beat Boots, but I don't think Boots will stop him like in the first 2 rounds. I think because his boxing ability, you know what I mean, they gonna have to tangle a little bit. December 9th gonna be a hell of a night for sure. When you drain down, you wait, Willie, to me. For sure. But that's what most of the game is doing. Dollar Bill is the promoter of the year. What you say? I mean, he one of them. What you think about Big Charlo at 68? I think if he get another touch at 68, I think he'll fill out at 168 and be. I think he need to get that. What's my man name? Caleb Plant fight. Hitchens versus Antoine Russell deserves a title shot afterwards. That'd be crazy. If Boots going in like the Castillo Clayton fight, Dev going first round. Damn. Africa beats Devin. Too long, too fast. Pause. I do believe Boots will beat Dev, but y'all saying Dev can't compete is crazy. What you think about Ryan and Zorilla next? I gotta check my man Zorilla out. I don't know too much about him. I know a lot more about Ryan. Can Adrian Broner be a champ again? They gotta get him rolling. It's gonna be Russell. I mean, it's gonna be hard to make that happen. I said it's gonna be Russell because I'm looking at one of the comments. Twine Russell with Dog Hitchens. Damn. How about Boots and Matias at 47? Boots and Matias is a great fight. Matias very dangerous. Only thing though, I think Boots wouldn't let Matias get that close to him, like the way he be mauling these dudes. And that is a different punch. I was surprised that Rivera beat Lipinets. I had Lipinets beating him, Michelle Rivera, but I was wrong. I definitely admitted that too on the YSM platform. Nobody want that IPF. Does Benavidez beat Bivol or better BF at 175? I think he has a better chance at beating Bivol than he does beating Better BF. I think Better BF is on some crazy shit. Not sure how Matias will look at 47. I would still like to see Ellis versus Ennis. I would like to see that fight too. But Boots, I heard Boots personally say out of his mouth in person, like, I really ain't interested in a fight. That's like going backwards to me. Lipinets looks so basic. Maybe he's way on the decline. Yeah, maybe. David versus Colin Smith at 75. It's hurt. David Benavidez is going to overwhelm a lot of guys. Have we noticed that boxing is on fire right now? For sure. RN, AB needs to chill on the drinking. Yeah, he definitely drinking like crazy. Have you heard Greg Bill said Matias next after Regis? That'd be crazy. I would love that fight. I would definitely love that fight. That would be a hell of a test for both guys. One, because Matias is on some shit right now with the pressure and the shot placement and the power, and he got guys quitting in the corner. But Dev is a hell of a boxer. Hell of a boxer. What you think about Stanionis not being able to fight? He going through it. Yeah, I don't like how they did my man Stanionis, man. They had him waiting for Victor Ortiz for a while. Virgil, I mean, I said Victor. Virgil Ortiz for a while, and the shit never happened. I think that's tough. That's a murder scene. I ain't gonna hold you. If Rolly was to catch Ryan Dog, it's a wrap for boy. You heard Tank say Rolly got that pop. No, he definitely could punch. He got that retarded strength. Can Matias be beat in a shootout? Or do you have him boxing for? Yeah, you gotta box. You gotta box Matias, and you gotta pick your spots with Matias. Yeah, I mean, Matias is a vicious dude, man. He'll let you think you're doing something, and then the next thing you know, you're looking up at the lights. Matias gets schooled by Dev. He was raised to beat those type guys. I think Matias got something in his gloves. He don't even look like he swinging power punches. Unc, you know Regis is a one-trick pony? I believe so. I was there when Ryan beat Devin up and eliminated him from a national tournament. Matias is a different type of puncher. Has a different type of punch. Yeah. Dude hit Matias so hard. And Matias kept coming. This has been the best year of boxing in the last decade, and at least a decade. I mean, might be true. I want Matias versus Edwin. That's a great fight. Edwin Dos Santos at 35 though. I don't think he's gonna go to 40 to fuck with him. But that would be a good joint because Edwin Dos Santos is very fast. Hey man, I appreciate the love too, man. We got 181 people here, 114 likes. The donations is looking lovely. I might be able to go buy me a new rim and shit for the wheel. Boots KOs Matias in 7 to 8. That'll be a crazy fight. Matias versus Edwin is the best free fight to be made. Now that we got the announcement for Munguia versus Ryder, do you think that means Canelo Benavidez is probably next? Shit, I hope so. Boots versus Virgil at 54. I think that fight will happen. He said he can make 40 for Ryan. Matias, Devin, and T.O. top 3 at 40. It's definitely going to be an exciting fight, though, Saturday night, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate y'all again, man, for tapping in, man. Y'all ain't have to get on here this late, but y'all did. Y'all said, fuck that. We going to go fuck with the boy, Greg Hackett. And I'm just happy to be here, man. Shout out to my mom and pop. Without them, I wouldn't be shit. I think Edwin a killer. It's going to be hard getting top guys in the ring with him. Not only that, I think he learned a lot fighting Shakur. Why not Crawford and Tim Tszyu? I think that fight is down the line too. I think that's like middle of the year for Bud. Or like third quarter, around September, Crawford Boots, big homie. Do you remember Trinidad versus Vargas? Yeah. Boots will punish Virgil. Who you got between Ryan and Shakur at a 138 catchweight? I think Shakur is the better skill fighter for sure. But Ryan, again, you got to be careful. And Ryan's a big guy, fast guy. But I think Shakur is the better fighter all the way around. How you feel about Prince Albert Bell, G? Prince Albert Bell, man, I don't know what's going on with my guy. I like him, but I don't think he reached that next level yet. I don't know. He need a great fight. They need to throw Albert Bell in there with somebody. Shakur would win that. Shakur would win that fight and will play it super safe. I can see that. Crawford going to smash Tim lights out. Shakur doesn't have that dog in him, I don't think. Boots is a stick and move guy. Boots can fight going forward, for sure. Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we've been on here for an hour and a little bit, man. I'm Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on Twitter, aka X, Greg Hackett on Facebook, man. Hey, listen, I really fucking appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. You didn't have to tap on here tonight. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Shout out to everybody that shared this shit. Shout out to everybody that subscribed. Shout out to everybody that sent in that platter money, man. I appreciate y'all. Platters go a long way. I mean, I fucks with y'all. Thank you. Get with me. I appreciate y'all.